I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it.
The edge.
Now Burrow on 1st down. That is incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Midfield now, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Minshew sets to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Carl Lawson providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks. And now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And taken at the 46. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
At the Jaguars' 43-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
To Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon, 33 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard, and also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now the throw taken in by Chark. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Minshew. And he rifles one incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give here to Scarlett. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. But after one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Here's Minshew. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, 41 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Josh Lambo to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down. Here's Burrow. He gets it in the hands of Geis. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty simple.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 16 yards, a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back to Mixon on first down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of...
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
1st and goal, Cincinnati.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Bengals 21, Jaguars 14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll set up to throw. The open man is Westbrook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. That catch good for only a couple.
Westbrook. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the handoff, it's Scarlett, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Scarlett just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And at this stage, in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points. And
now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part?
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 64 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They find some open field here, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. His throw incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. From from the gun to give to Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Caleb Long checks on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
7-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Scarlett, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
5-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Minshew. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Scarlett, the ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carrier.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This is Scarlett on the carry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Scarlett, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run it with Scarlett, and he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Jaguars have moved out in front. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. Flushed out right. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They're going to look to throw. And he fends him off. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
7. It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Open man is Ross, complete. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From midfield now, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah there to make the grab. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Here we go with Burrow. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Go now. 90 Wolf.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
On the keeper.
And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
The Jaguars are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.